Welcome back to Two Ghost Ranch. Today we're going to install a winch on a 2023 Honda 1000 6-seater. We're using the Mad Dog 6,000 pound winch. You guys can probably tell that we're not on our land today. We are in our RV park, and unfortunately we're also in the path of the airplanes, so you're going to hear a lot of airplanes today, and I apologize for that. Let's get started.
Follow along with us every step of the way, living off the grid, taking it day by day. Sun come up, we sow the seeds of our love. It's hard work.
So this is the kit. It's the Mad Dog 6,000 pound winch. It comes, I got the complete kit, so it comes with the roller, it comes with the plates, instructions. Let's open it up. Let's see what's inside. Got the nice winch, got the cables, switches, external port, different boots, nuts and bolts, all the different wiring, solenoid, some more wiring, the hook, pre-wound with cable. Again, it's got the roller and it's got all the brackets right here. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is gonna take off this bolt, and then these two up here. It takes off the front bumper, and you're gonna do that on both sides. Right there and right there. Then we are going to need to take off these bolts, which hold up the front and differential. So we're going to take this bracket and we're going to put it up here. So we're going to need to take these off, I guess. Otherwise that's not making sense. But yeah. So I guess we're going to need to take the bolts that mount the differential, all of it off. So it looks like we're going to need to take those off. Okay, so I guess we got to cut this zip tie. Oops. There we go. Right. Now we gotta, so you need a flat washer that goes on, whoops, sorry. The lock washer goes on first, and then you're gonna do the flat washer. Got all the 4 bolts in, and then we'll just tighten them up. So you're going to take the yellow wire, you're going to slip this one of these over it. You're going to take a blue one, do the same thing. If you look on the side of the motor, you can see the blue and the yellow, the different grommets, and that would correlate to which wire goes on what side. So we're just gonna loosen these Or remove them, I guess. Put that wire on it. Put the washer back on. Put the nut. And then we'll tighten it up. I haven't figured out which way I'm going to route it yet, but we're going to do the same thing on the yellow. They're going to go up and behind here somewhere and go up that way. But so I chose the route up the frame so I can do a zip tie around it and then come out by, this is the coolant tank, come out, there's a little hole here. I chose to do that. It's my preference. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to put my solenoid here. It doesn't quite fit into this. I know there's other winches, the factory winch, their solenoid will fit inside this compartment, but mine's different, so I'm going to probably mount it this way. But anyways, this will reach that one. Now we're just going to do the same thing for the yellow. As you noticed, I've left these loose. I wanted them on so that we know where they go, but I wanted to leave them loose so that way I would know they'd be able to span freely as we're routing through. So that way we can get you know, we wouldn't be working against the wire. So once these are routed, then we'll tighten these up and put the boots over. Okay, we're just going to tighten these up. Bring the boots down. So now we're going to put all of this, the grill and the bumper back on, because the rest of the work is up at the top. We got the lock nuts and the bolts in, and then we're going to put them into the bumper while it's off. These got nylon lock washers on them, so I'm going to start those. Just tighten them up and put the bumper on. These go there. Make sure you put your cable through. And just put all your bolts back on. There's all done. Now the rest of the work is just basically putting all the wiring in, putting the switches in. Let's get started on that. The posts here have color coded, so the red is the power wire, the black is the ground, the yellow is one side of the motor, and the blue is the other side of the motor. Again, the factory one fits into this little groove. Because this isn't factory though, I'm just gonna simply go across it like that, and then I'm not gonna mount this until I get all my wiring, everything done. But here is what I was talking about earlier with the cables. This just has to go from here to there. This is having this much space, you know, is ridiculous. I don't have the tools with me right now to be able to shorten this, but I'm going to shorten this so that way it's just a nice clean wiring job. Same thing with the neutral. Poineer is cool because they have knockouts for these, so all we literally have to do is wire this through, push this in, and that's all done. If you want to look in here, you just got to take one of those knockouts out and take care of that.
Which one you
Actually, I'm going to go to the other side because I don't want to accidentally hit it with something. So we'll take out this one. And we will weave this wire through. Simply pull it, and then you go back in. Push it in. So if you want to, you can just simply hook this up, and that'd be the only controlling factor to the winch, is that the toggle switch. But the other thing that comes with it is the remote. So you can hook this up, so that way, you know, you can mount it up in here, and simply this would just go into this, and then this would get connected to the toggle switch, so that way you can use both functions. And then this would be a remote that would attach to it, so that way if you need to be outside the vehicle while you're hooking up to something, you can do it remotely. I don't know how long these things are. I think they're 10 feet, something like that, long, so that allows you to be able to control it from pretty far away. So I think I'm going to put mount this here so it's up like that, and then that'll give me pretty good access to be able to mount that. I'm going to start off with a pilot hole, and I'm just going to do a step a bit. Yep, that might need to be a little bit bigger. Yep. Oh, no, we're in. Okay. Might have it go like that so it doesn't blow off. And then we're just going to take some screws. There we go. Mount that, and that'll allow this switch to be able to go into it. If you look, there's a groove here and a groove here. That's how you know which way this goes. And you just push it in, and then that'll allow you to go in and out with this as well. Man, that is tight though. Gonna mount this right here. Obviously with screws you want to make sure there's nothing underneath. You're going to poke a hole in. It's mounted. Okay, so we got to remember to put our boots on. There. It's kind of stretchy. Pull that over, take this nut off, put that on, put the washer on, making sure it doesn't get the boot. Start that, tighten that up. Tighten that up and then bring that up and over. Gonna do the same thing with the yellow. Okay, and then you just get the boot on, and then so basically all we're going to do is we're going to take this, which is the controller from inside the cab, needs to be put to the battery negative, which I'm just going to put it to this post, which is the black one. I'm going to shorten these cables. I'm not going to do that today because I don't have the tools with me, but this is basically going to go onto this post as well, and then just to the negative of the battery. And then this is the red one that goes to the red post. Again, this is just really needs to be about 7 inches, not 4 feet. So I'm going to cut that as well. I'm not going to do that today either, but you basically put that on with a boot, put it onto here and onto the positive of the battery, and you're done. And then we're just going to clean up all the extra wire by I typically run it, come around, look at this. So it comes out of here, and I just typically go up and down like this over and over again to take up the slack, and then I will zip tie it together, just kind of like that, over and over again. It's only 4 wires realistically. If you really wanted to cut them, you could. I just prefer to do it this way, just so one, if something happens later on down the road, I might have enough cable to fix whatever's wrong with it. This will sit here. I'll leave enough slack, and then like I said, I'll just zip tie everything. I believe that if you look at this blue tape, there's a ground that the factory gives you underneath that, so we can use that one as well. This red wire, that's gonna go, I already have one connected for my horn and blinkers and stuff, so I'm just gonna tie into that. But if you look, there's a cable here that's already tied in, and this is just for ignition, so that way you can't operate it without the so you can't operate the winch without the power, you know, the key being on. So one, you don't kill batteries, and something accidentally bumps up against it, it's not an issue. So again, I'm going to do that off of camera. I believe that's pretty much it, and then I will show you, once I shorten these cables, I'll show you the end result. But I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope that you have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I hope you enjoyed it. I think what we're going to be doing next is a security camera, because we're getting all our supplies together for the fence up on our property, and once we put our front fence up, we're going to put a security camera that's runs off of cell phone. So stay tuned. We're slowly but surely getting there. I very much appreciate your time. Have a great day.